effect here. We have Holland's swimming state champion in the studio right now. She's going to graduate when, Cassie?
I graduate June 2.
And your last day of school was yesterday.
It was yesterday, yeah.
Ooh. How's that feel?
Oh my gosh, so weird. I can't wait for college though. It's the next step, next chapter in life, and that's where God's taking me, so I'm really excited.
And where are you going to college?
I'm going to Oakland University next year, and I'm going to swim. I don't know what I'm going to study yet, but that's undecided at the moment.
So did you get a scholarship then to attend Oakland?
I did, yep, for swimming and for my academics.
Wow.
Back-to-back state champion in the 500 freestyle?
Yep, that's correct.
A long endurance race.
Yeah, definitely.
Whoa.
That's the longest race in high school swimming.
Is it really?
Mhm.
Wow.
So like in college, you probably would swim something even longer?
I don't know about that. I think the 500 is pretty much my stopping point. But there are longer races in college. There's the 1,000 freestyle and also the 1650, which is the mile.
Oh my
We're
goodness.
talking about all this stuff with swimming to bring you in to talk about track.
Yeah.
Because you went out for track this year for the first time since 7th grade.
I did. It's been a long time. So senior year, try it out, have a little bit of fun.
How did it go?
It went really well. I won both my events at conference, and I got 4th at regionals. And at regionals, I just ran the 800. At conference, I ran both the 400 and the 800.
So the 400 would be about the equivalent of one time around the track, and the 800 almost 2 times around the track. Is that right?
Yeah, one lap and 2 laps. So a quarter mile and a half mile.
How does that compare to the 500 that you do when you swim?
The 400 is more of a sprint, and the 800 probably, I would say, is pretty equivalent to the 500 in track. You have to have a fast pace, but you have to hold that pace for a long time.
Oh. So you did both of them. How much time did you have in between to recover?
Maybe about 15 minutes. There's only one event in between those events. So that's why at regionals I only got to pick one. But
wow.
But you were able to do that, though, because of your swimming prowess, you think?
I definitely think it helped a lot. I mean, the two main parts of swimming and track are power and endurance. So I think they kind of leveled each other off, especially with the muscle capacity in my legs from swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and being able to keep breathing.
Yeah.
To have that capacity, lung capacity, probably came from swimming also, right?
Yeah, definitely. When I was running, I'm like, oh, hey, I can breathe the whole time.
Yeah, that is helpful. The longer you can breathe, it's really helpful.
Yeah.
See, it sounds logical, but swimmers aren't usually runners, though.
Correct.
How come?
I don't know. I mean, most swimmers are really not coordinated. But my parents were both runners. My dad ran in high school, and then he played soccer in college.
Which is a lot of running.
Yes, correct. And then my mom swam, ran cross country in college at Hope.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. I kind of have some lucky genes.
Wow. And you probably have really good knees because you haven't been running. You've just been swimming, and that's not as hard on all of your parts, right?
Yeah, before I started the track season, I kind of just started running by myself just to get into the different training. But yeah, I had a couple problems with my feet. But other than that, it worked out pretty well.
Were the coaches at Oakland excited about you running?
I didn't really tell them about it until I was like halfway through the season. But they were cool with it. They're just like, as long as you keep up your swimming, as long as you keep up the running. And in college, a lot of swim teams actually run just as an extra training, cross-training kind of thing.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's going to help me out a little bit there, too.
When the pool's not available, you can always hit the dirt and run, right?
Definitely. And I think that's cool. That's one thing cool about running is you can run anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, pool is definitely location-centered.
Yeah, over our spring break, my whole family, we went to Mexico. And we all ran in the mornings, and everybody thought it was the coolest thing. Our whole family was going on a run together.
I think so. Your mom and dad still run?
Yeah, they do. My dad actually was, both my parents, they went to the Boston and the Chicago marathons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself, after your swimming career is done, do you see yourself dedicating yourself back to running again?
I'm not sure if a marathon's my thing, but I am really interested in triathlons. my aunt, she lives in Wisconsin, and she actually took an Olympian to this past Olympics for a triathlon there. So she said, I'm first in line to recruit Cassie. So we'll see.
See, I think, Cassie, you've got the skill set already. How are you on the bike?
Not sure yet. I mean, I think you can teach anyone to bike.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's hard to teach a swimmer to run and a runner to swim, but they say you can teach everyone to bike. I don't know if that's true, but we'll find out.
Of course, a triathlon, most of them, the smaller ones, are like a half-mile swim, 20 miles on the bike, and maybe a 10K running.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be hard for you at all, I'd imagine.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. Might need a little bit of more training.
Once you get more into it, the Ironman stuff.
Oh, yeah, that is crazy.
Now you're talking.
Oh, that's crazy.
We're just going to get to college. They're going to go to college first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure they want you to stay into swimming through all of this. Are you committed like year-round? I know the high school swim season is in the fall, and then you're also a part of a swimming club you mentioned off air.
Yeah, my swimming club is Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, and we swim out of actually the Holland Aquatic Center. We just got a new coach a year ago, last spring. His name is Troy Emmons. He's from Katy, Texas.
Oh.
And so it's been kind of new, kind of a new transitional stage in our swimming. Some people followed Don Kimball, he's now the coach at Byron Center. So some of my friends are actually swimming at Byron Center now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But yeah, so it's been kind of different than before. But I've kept on swimming after track practice every day. So every day I would go to track practice, and then I would go to swim practice. It all worked out.
Yeah, so you are doing like a dualathon. It's not a triathlon.
Yeah.
2 sports right in a row like that every day.
Yeah, definitely. And then my sister plays soccer. So after some practice, then I would try to go watch her at the end of her game or something like that. But
how do you get school done? You're amazing.
Well, after I had 3 AP classes this year. So after my AP classes were done, class was kind of a little bit more chill. But other than that, keep up on the work is definitely important.
Those AP classes are great. I mean, you're going to get college credit for that. So you go into Oakland with some credits.
Yeah, you take a test. So we took a test in the beginning of May-ish, and you get a score 1 through 5, and 5 is the highest, 1 is the lowest. And depending on the college that you go to and which course it is, they accept whatever credit.
Some places will accept a 3, some won't accept it unless it's a 4.
Right. Yeah.
And maybe the more elite you get, they'll only take 5s.
Yeah, and some schools, I know one of my friends is going to Harvard, and they don't accept any AP credits.
Oh, really?
Ooh, so they could do whatever they want at Harvard, can't they?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow. So, all your friends are graduated too, or many of them who are seniors at Holland Public, right?
Yep, I have some people going. I actually have a friend going to Wayne State, Abby Johns. So she'll be 45 minutes away from me.
Oh,
so
cool.
we can see her.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited because I have a lot of friends that were competing against each other again, so that'll be fun. And then I also have a friend, Holly Morin, who's going to Oakland next year, and she's been swimming with me for a while now.
So a fellow swimmer even.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And her brother goes there too, and he's a swimmer, so we'll have a good group of Holland kids there.
So are there things about Holland High that you're going to miss?
I'm definitely going to miss the people. There's been a lot of changes in Holland the past 5 years that we've been there. I was actually the first class that was the 8th grade at the high school.
Oh,
Our high school is 8th through 12th grade. And so there's been a lot of changes, but definitely the things that don't change are the people.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You are a resilient group. Very flexible.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be.
Right.
I mean, high school is all about changes, and
life is all about changes, right?
It's true.
You know, and the earlier you can learn that, I think it does really help you. And in your participation with the swim team, too, and transitioning with the different coaching staff, it becomes what is my choice for my life to do my best wherever I am, whomever's in charge, right?
Yeah, but you definitely just got to put your trust in God's hands. He's the one guiding it all, and you just got to trust him that he's going to do the right thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he's probably had a hand in that successful swimming program that you've had at Holland High. How many state championships in a row?
Our team had 3. Personally, I had 2.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, how exciting is that?
Yeah, that puts Holland back on the map.
Yeah, that's very cool. And so you kind of just started this running thing and then thought, well, maybe I could do a little better. I just kind of doing it for fun, just kind of trying it out and revamping something you did 6 years ago, and it's your senior year. Why not do a little something different?
Yeah,
right?
definitely. It just started off as fun at first, and then I was like, hey, maybe I could get somewhere with this. And so I started making some goals for myself. I was like, maybe I can win one event at conference, and that was pretty much my goal. And then 2 was just more than I could ever ask for.
Yeah.
But it really came from my support group. I mean, my friends, my family, my coaches. Yeah, it was great. I have some awesome people backing me up.
Oh, that's cool. That's really great that you have such a grateful heart and an understanding of God's work in your life, and those are the main keys for wherever you go, whatever you do from here on out, to realize that God has a plan for us and it's going to be the right thing, and we just have to keep listening to Him and talking with Him and following Him, and also being aware of the people around us and building into their lives, and realizing that each one of us has been molded by all these people that have helped us and invested in our life over all these years. And that's going to be exciting, figuring out what career you want to get into eventually, huh?
Yeah, it definitely, I mean, it doesn't even have to be sports. It can be a job, it can be school, it can be anything, but you just have to know that God has a purpose for you in your life, and He has given you special talents. And even if you don't know what it is, your job is to go out there and find out what it is and follow God's plan.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're doing your best in whatever you're asked to do, right, Cassie?
I have a pretty, like I said, I have supportive friends, supportive family, and they've helped me through a ton.
Yeah. So when do you leave for college? Do you know? Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure the exact date, but it's at the end of August sometime.
Okay, so you'll probably have like a freshman orientation. They'll probably maybe have the swim team come early.
Yeah, maybe. I think they do that with most of the sports teams. My orientation is June 12, I believe.
Okay.
So I'll be able to sign up for all my classes and figure out where I'm staying. I already have my roommate. Her name is Mary. I'm really excited.
Is she a swimmer too?
Yeah, she is. They usually try to put especially the swimmers together, most of the athletes, because your schedules are just crazy for practices.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Otherwise, you'd never see your roommate, probably.
Yeah, right.
Are you looking forward to extended practice time that you'll get in college?
This summer, actually, I'm going to have more practice than I'm going to have in college.
Oh.
Wow.
I have 10 practices a week, which is going to be quite a bit.
Yeah. Are you working somewhere too?
I'm just working as a lifeguard at the pool.
Oh, okay.
I don't really have much time to go anywhere else.
No.
But a lifeguard is a perfect.
At the pool, yep.
Yeah, I feel real good about your saving ability.
Yeah.
Me too.
She doesn't get tired fast. Oh, that's great. Well, we're so grateful to be able to talk with you, Cassie, and that it worked out and that you're done with school and you're actually willing to come in.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
That's great, and God bless you in this coming year and all the things that will be new and different, and in your trust of Him. That is going to be just a great thing. We'd love to talk to you in time too when you come back.
Thank you so much.
Go Golden Grizzlies?
Yep, that's it.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
America's News Talk is the pledge.